Welcome back, anglers! I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Russian Fishing 4. So last weekend, surprisingly enough, I wasn't absolutely terrible at trying my first attempts with the bottom fishing. There were definitely quite a few helpful tips that came in with regards to it, but I don't think it was anything that people would have been like super, oh my god, how did you screw it up that badly with? Like, there are some things I'm definitely going to change up and try looking at going for. I still can't believe I completely missed, like, how there was the ground bait heading up here. So I apologize there. I'm trying to remember... It was suggested that I try focusing on, like, the gibble carp and the... I can't remember if it was the crucian or another type of carp thing, but... Let me just quickly go into... I think it's the skills. And it was... Yeah, ground bait. Here we go. So this is one of these was a good way... I thought figuring out, like, what you use for what fish types. Maybe I was mistaken, but... Looks like I can make the semolina right now, so I'll probably go for that first. So let's stop by the tackle store. Go back to ground bait, and we'll pick up the semolina. Yeah, just buy that. Now, if I go to feed, I go to ground bait, and we use that. There we go. I was told the crackers aren't a very effective... How am I on... There's actually like a crafting percentage? Okay, I'm only going to buy one more because they are still... Well, I mean, I guess I can spend money a little bit more freely now. Because I still have like a little bit there. But I was going to say, there's actually like a percentage chance for the crafting? It doesn't say there's like a way to fail, so... Let me try once more and see if that works. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, there is a little bit of possible failure with it. I'm going to see about the... Yeah, I tried this with the feeder last episode, or last weekend. It seemed like it took an awful long time bringing it in, but it wasn't a bad thing that was happening. Like, it wasn't actually causing damage to the rod or anything like that. And yeah, that's the one I need. So everything I think is okay there. Maybe I'll even change that to the semolina. I don't know if I really need with that, but I'll keep it there. Better fishing line was a suggestion to try going for. Although let me check. Is there like so much, only so strong of a line this can have to it? Test is 20 to 100 grams. I honestly don't know. Low capacity says 6 kilograms, so maybe I should be looking for something... Okay, so that's what I've got right now. Low capacity is 1.7 to 16. Maybe I'll just try for this one as the next step up. Oh, actually, maybe I'll do this one, because I think... Oh, 12 point... Okay, that's still another weird thing. Completely digital shop... can somehow have an inventory that's out of stock. Why? I don't get that. But I guess I'll try for... Oh, it's $12.80, but you know what? It might be worth it if it lets me start catching some bigger fish. Yeah, just I was recommended to try to get a stronger thing of... I think that still works out because that has it to be like... capacity of 6 kilograms, so... the line should break before the rod might. I don't know if the rod actually can break, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a way for that to happen. So that's good. I've got that all prepped. I won't have the meal yet. And I'm going to go fishing around... I could go over here or over here, because I was told, like, the southern area of Mosquito Lake is a good spot to try going for, like, carp and that. And when you think about it, because of the bottom fishing, how it operates, it is perfect for trying to go for carp and that. So I think I am going to change location a little bit. And we're kind of down towards the campsite again. Just because I have had some pretty decent luck around there. I'm still a little leery of trying to do around like the reeds and that for the fishing. I'm also not going to throw the ground bait in. One thing that was actually working against me, the comments let me know about, is using a feeder on the bottom fishing kit is basically a way of making sure the hook is in the middle of that, and that's the most attractive thing. Whereas if you throw the ground bait out, yeah, it'll draw fish in, but it'll probably draw it only to the ground bait, not the hook itself. I'm going to try to keep that in mind. Not that. Is that the one? I think so, because it's taken a while. Yeah, okay. Friction brake here. If I do have problems reeling it in, I was told to increase the friction brake, so I'm going to... No, go down. God, I hate this mouse wheel. It, like, wore out and... Is there anything else to adjust? Okay, there's nothing changed there. I think I'm honestly good just to cast in and set her down. Yeah, so we'll do that. Place it down. And because of how, I guess, the setup for these feeder rods work, is I can just close the reel basically immediately. It sinks that quickly. And then I can... let me change that out for the semolina as well. And I'll work with this one over into the reeds. I'm still only going to probably try managing the 2 rods at a time. I feel like that'll be a little bit easier on myself trying to tackle. But yeah, learning that those are little bells on the tip to let you know this is kind of just set the rod up and leave it be. I was pretty dumb last weekend. I'll happily admit that. But I am learning, and you guys have been very good in helping with learning and understanding. There's still more than likely a number of tips that I haven't taken up yet. Like, I know there's the power casting. Not that I think it does that much, giving you the extra distance, but it is something I know somebody's been suggesting to me a few times. So I haven't forgotten about it. It's just that I'm trying to figure out things on my own pacing a little bit. I think that'd be something where... I'm trying to think of the best use for the, like, power cast. Okay, there's one little quick... There we go. Yeah, there's something happening now. I'll also have to look at picking up some more bait just to have for our float rod, too. Yeah, what do we got? I didn't check the orders, so I'm not sure... Ooh, that actually looks like a fair-sized fish. Yeah, 724 crucian carp. We'll keep... Oh, that's interesting. So if you do want to, like, level up your stuff, you might even want to do catch and release. Ooh. Okay, but that's not a steady ringing. So I'll just put that down for now. Okay, that's more steady. Yeah, I think there's... I feel like I might have accidentally, like, pulled the hook right out of its mouth. Yeah, let me crank up the friction brake on there. And just keep... Okay, I think what I did was I went too aggressive too early with it. Okay. We'll try another cast out, set it down, and see. I'm actually surprised how far distance you can get on the cast with the bottom, whatever that rod is called. All right. Or no, not that. Sorry. Yeah, close the reel. Open, close. There we go. Oh, and we got a little bit of action on this again. What do we got? Another carp? That we do. Quite a bit smaller than the other one, but not bad. Oh. You're doing a little bit of a jingle, so let's just wait and see. Because we need a more... I keep forgetting it's like a two-step system. The jingling and the rod dipping forward. Once those two are in combination, that's when I should try bringing it in. So yeah, something was probably nibbling at it, but nothing hooked yet. And again, I didn't really take a look at the cafe orders, just because I don't know if I'm at the point of trying to specifically target any specific fish yet, or more so, let's just have some fun fishing and see whatever we can reel in. Oh, I do see our float rods making a little bit of stuff going on to it. Yeah, if it's dragged like that, something's ready to be brought in. Okay, so semolina seems to be very good for crucian carp. Maybe I'll try to get, like, say, 5 of those. Because it does seem like some of the cafe orders are pretty standardized of, like, how many fish you need for them. It's either 1, 3, 5, or a lot more. So I've already got 3 carp. I'll try to get a couple more, and then I'll change up the bait. Nothing going on with the feeder rod, aside from, like, the little jingle we did have. But kind of a foggy or misty morning. Or, well, I guess evening, I should say. I do like the day-night cycle is pretty quick to go through, so if you do have like specific species that maybe are more nocturnal, it's not as much of a hassle to try going after them. That's one thing called Wild the Angler still has not gotten right, I believe. Actually, I don't even know if it's had any updates since the DLC release, really. But yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen to that game, and I'm not super interested either. I feel like they kind of had an opportunity for it, and it just got, like, pretty blown out. Let me see, is it F for flashlight? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's basically 10 o'clock at night now. I might bring the feeder kit in because I am surprised how, like, quiet it's been for all this time. I don't know if it's something that can be, like, actually eaten and the hook doesn't have anything to be baited or what there, but okay, let's bring it. There's another carp. A bit of a small one, but not bad. Yeah, I'll toss that back into that spot, set that down. I should try getting to areas like, say, over here much more that I haven't been before. It's just, again, I get into these, like... You know what, I'm going to take and bring it in. I just feel like I no, I don't think there's anything on there. I think it's just, like, how... It might be getting caught on stuff under the water. Yeah, that's all. And I can probably set the retrieval speed. Ooh, not the friction brake. I want... Okay, maybe it has to be set once it's in the water. But you know what? Let's try for a full cast out. And close that. And do you have something on you? I don't think so. I just couldn't really see it all that well. There, we'll set that down. And just wait on both of those for a little bit and see. Yeah, so if I can get one more carp, I'll change out the bait on the float rod to something else we've got. And probably just keep at it with the bottom kit here. I know I still have a lot to learn when it comes to it, but I do like it's a little bit more definitive to work with because of, again, have the bells that'll chime along with the rod behavior. It's just that it doesn't seem like it always has something interested at it. Or at least certainly not like the float kit does. Yeah, there we go. Something's at that again. It's playing around a fair bit. Okay, there. Yeah, what do we got? Another carp? That we do. Come on in. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I'll change that to... Maybe we'll go for the pearl barley for a while. And you know what? I'll actually keep that for now. I'll give this another minute, and if nothing is on it, we'll change location. I don't know if it is just, like, bad luck that nothing's really been hitting it, or bad location. It is middle of the night, and I do remember there was a comment that had mentioned that the fish activity goes really low at night. Or, like, it does lower down from the general day. Then we got all the weird stuff right in our ear going off. Again, I'm hoping I've got the audio good for you guys. I haven't actually had many comments come in for a long time now how the game audio compares to my voice, so either I'm doing something... Oh, wow, okay, there we go. That's the sign I'm looking for. Okay, yeah, I'll keep the friction brake maybe about 25 there. Oh, I think that's another white bream. Alright, I gotta constantly hold this up to bring it in. No, just a bream. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that. We'll put that away, and we'll go down the shore a little bit. I'm trying to remember how I adjust the retrieval speed. Maybe it's shift and using the scroll wheel. Let me see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to the campsite again. Fish out from the... or should I go... Maybe I'll go a little bit beyond the campsite, because we've been here a few times. And then, yeah, the weird ghost truck that keeps trying to start itself. Maybe we'll work right here. So we'll start with this one out, because it does have a lot of distance it gets. Set you down. Close your reel. No, I think it's number 3. No, it's number 1. My bad. Yeah, so we got the pearl barley selected. Now we'll toss it out. And set that down. And we just play the waiting game. But I can also see where you guys have said, like, the game can really feel like a grind later in levels. We are only at level 8, but it has taken its fair time before we'll be able to see level 9. I'm also kind of curious if I should be trying to use, like, the bottom fishing kit when I do try to get that level up, or I should just have whatever I'm using. And I do apologize about whatever the ungodly cricket sound is right now. Again, I think I'll have that lowered down so it's not as bad for you guys, but oh boy. I feel like ambient sounds in this game could be adjusted. Because, yeah, it's just like this constant frequency. I'm definitely moving after we get these lines brought back in. Okay. It'd be nice to have something on either line. Oh, thankfully it stopped. Okay. Much easier to be here now. I still do want to save up all my skill points and then... I mean, it's going to be quite a while before I do hit level 10, but I still feel like 10's a good spot where it's like, okay, I've gotten most of the basics covered, I'm not doing anything atrociously wrong, maybe I can see about how I screw up making the character and what skills I pick. I can't remember if I have used a skill point yet or not. I think I did, but... yeah, I'll have to check that. We'll just wait these out. I do like, though, with using the bottom fishing kit, we started to catch bream that we haven't seen at all before. So it does show, like, depending on your gear, you will definitely switch out and get the chance for other fish that you wanted on other stuff. I mean, granted, you could admit Call of the Wild, the Angler, did have that as a thing too, but it also felt super directed cheap in a way. Like, again, just... it all felt like too rigid of a system, I guess, would be the way to put it. Like, once you went too big of a hook size, no fish would strike, or... unless it was like a super specific way for some species, you just had no hope of them. Here it feels like you have a variety, and even if you're after everything for a certain type of fish, you might still get others attracted or going after your line too. You're not really sure what you'll have as the results, not until you bring it in. Just gotta wait a little longer, hopefully. Okay, I'm feeling like I should maybe bring these in, because, I mean, the game is pretty good where almost every cast eventually sees something, but these two feel like there's nothing at all. Like, I don't think there's been a single little strike or anything to our float here. No, that's still friction brake. There's retrieval speed. Okay, so yeah, it is when it's been... There, it's coming in now. Okay. Although one thing I am seeing... is that bottom symbol again. I'm trying to remember what that is for. It does not look like a very full amount to it. And that kind of worries me. But let me take a look at the map. You know, let's head kind of where there's the little close spot here. Like maybe right around here? Yeah, this is kind of like where it narrows in. So we'll try something just out here. And close the reel. And right, wrong rod. That's the one. And we'll try tossing that out too. See if this spot gives us any different results. But once we're done here, I'll probably keep working us down this way, because this is a lot of the map I haven't actually been to. There is this area that has a lot of deep water. I'm thinking that's where, if we want bigger fish, we'll find them. Deeper water, I think you can usually correlate to larger fish. Well, let's just wait and see if we can get lucky here. It might be the pearl barley's not the best type of bait to be using. And then I also should look at... One thing I've always been doing is trying to get larger hook sizes, but there is like the bleak for a species you can catch that you need pretty small hooks for, so I should try to make sure I have like a nice little range I can operate off of. Again, there's so much to this game that it is... You gotta take it each by little chunk, otherwise there's going to be a mountain on top of you. Oh. I should be paying more attention to what's going on. Shoot. Might have been able to have something if I wasn't so distracted. Well, that kind of is the name of the game when you're doing Let's Plays. You gotta be able to multitask, otherwise it doesn't really do too well, does it? Yeah, I'm thinking my choice of the pearl barley is not working as well. I'll still give it another minute or two and see, but... I'm also a bit surprised that the bottom line hasn't seen any... Oh, speak of the devil. Okay, yeah, let's just reel it in like this. Not really put too much effort in yet. And just see what we've got. Oh, right, that's the... Oh, another bream from looks of it. Come on in, you. Oh, this one's a white bream this time. You know what? I'll hold on to this, and we'll just see if anything does strike the float rod. I'll give it another minute, and if not, we'll just end this episode here, and I'll move further along down the pond. Or lake, or whatever you want to call this body of water. They call it a lake, but it's not really too big, is it? So yeah, just a little bit longer. I definitely will, though, switch out the kind of bait we're using on this one. maybe it works better during, like, daylight hours, but hasn't really performed or brought a single thing in yet. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to bring it in and change that out. Okay, so not pearl barley. We'll try with the wet bread next. But we will end this episode of the Russian Fishing 4 right here. Thank you guys very much for sticking around and watching this video. If you did like it, be sure to give us a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I do see you all in the next video, anglers and survivors. Please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.